Let's talk about the overlooked lever that sets us apart. I think it comes as no surprise to you and me that there is so much power in simplicity. And as we live in a world that's jam-packed with marketing and sales messages, this simplicity idea can work for us by doing less, but doing it really well. So in this video, I'd like to share with you an idea that really has the potential to lift our positioning, simplify our messages, and when we apply it, can significantly, and I mean significantly, increase our income. Here's what this is all about. It's all about the one problem strategy. The idea is straightforward. Rather than trying to solve everything for everyone, we solve one meaningful problem for a specific someone, one pressing issue, one persistent pain. And when we do it right, clients start referring to us as the person who can help with whatever that problem is. You and I both know consultants, coaches, accountants, small business owners, people like me and you often wear too many hats. And the temptation is to list every service we offer, every solution. But here's the rub. When we try and cover everything, we become memorable for nothing. Focusing on a single pain point changes this completely. It sharpens our positioning. It makes our marketing feel more precise, and it helps us turn confused prospects into confident buyers. Why? Because they immediately see that we get it, and more than that, that we can actually help them and their connections. So let's look how we can put this to work. I found the way to do this is to ask myself a question, and I'm suggesting you do the same, obviously. And this is the question: what's the main problem I solve for my clients? And sometimes I'll go with the second question, which is this: what's the biggest client problem I solve? But that's probably a topic for another video. We can sometimes not think about this idea first. In other words, we don't think about the problems. In fact, we think about the names or the titles of our services, our tools, our systems. What if we focus instead on leading our marketing messages with the pain we resolve for our clients? And how do we find that pain? Well, the best place is to look at the successes our past clients and current clients are having and have had because of what we've done for them. We can ask ourselves, what were they struggling with before they came to me? What did they say after I'd done the work? What result did they value most? Then we can go to the next level. What was the issue? Was it urgent or was it just an inconvenience? The most powerful problems to solve are the one that keeps our clients up at night, that they're frustrated with what's going on, and they'll happily pay to have them resolved. Now, when we combine that insight with what we do well and what we love doing, and we find then, despite its difficulty, we find it easy to do because it's who we are, then we're really aiming our marketing at the right place. It's a simple formula: audience plus problem plus desired result. So for example, I help business consultants who struggle to get enough qualified leads into the top of their marketing funnel, and I help them to create an on-off tap that brings who they want when they want it. That says who it's for, what the problem is they're experiencing, and what results they're going to get from my intervention. This is so similar to the formula I use for creating a strapline for my clients and for myself. A strapline can be three different types. It can say who we are, what we do, or the results our clients get, or a combination of these. And this is the same with the audience, problem, desired result. So my suggestion is that we build our entire offer about the one problem, one step at a time. That's not to say we can't do this for other offers, but if we concentrate on one for the moment, then once we're clear on that and our marketing is working for us, we can move on to another problem that we solve. We can rename our offers to reflect the outcome delivered. We can create a results roadmap, perhaps 3 or 4 or 5 steps that show how we fix the issue. And we can create urgency by explaining quite clearly what our clients lose by waiting. When our clients or potential clients understand what they might lose and they might continue to lose, it becomes easier for them to take action. After all, away motivation is the catalyst for action, towards motivation is the continuation of action. We're not adding any pressure, we're adding clarity. And as you've heard me say so many times before, that wonderful expression I got from the book Decisive by Chip and Dan Heath: resistance is created through a lack of clarity. And there's an extra benefit when we focus on one problem, and that's all about the content of our marketing, whatever that might be, whether it's written, spoken, video, webinar, masterclass, whatever. It's the typical avoid these mistakes content, the 7 big mistakes that business owners are unwittingly make. We can look at checklists, the 10 quick fixes for something, whatever that might be, the fixes for the pain or the big problem. For example, the 10 fixes to increase qualified leads you can do today. Then we could have a client story email, how a business consultant went from lack of qualified leads to a self-controlled marketing tap, bringing a stream or a dribble, whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted. Not perhaps the best I've written, but you got the idea of it. Of course, we can use these ideas for social media posts, bite-sized tips, some myth busting, or some lessons learned, and each one links to the problem we solve. Each piece reinforces our position and brings us the right prospects, and often at the right time. We make our whole message sequence about solving that particular issue. We can define the problem in clear, understandable language. We can share our proven processes. We can add in client stories and testimonials. And then we can ask people to take whatever is decided action that we have decided is the next part where we can engage with them at different levels. Now, any of these message systems, processes, products, whatever they might be, need a good title. That names the issue and promises the transformation. I tend to use a 3-piece formula: the person, the problem, and the promise that I'm making. It's so simple. For example, consultants, stop the leak. How some consultants lose clients at hello and how to fix it. There are so many benefits from this strategy. To start with, people are willing to pay more because they know we're a specialist and not a generalist. It's easier to offer the next steps because trust is already built and we can become easily referable. Oh, you should speak to Peter about writing your business book because that's exactly what he can do for you. All of this works not because we've added more, but because we're focusing more and bringing us full circle into business clarity creates confidence. And confidence converts. And the great thing about being confident is it helps our clients trust us. And because they trust us, there's a strange extra benefit. They become more confident in themselves and their own abilities. Talk about a victorious circle. One audience, one problem, one outcome. And when we solve that better than anyone else, we don't need to chase business. With the right marketing, business comes to us naturally. So if you've enjoyed this video, there's plenty more of my videos around here. And if you'd like to be notified when I post a new one, just hit that subscriber button. In the meantime, I wish you every success in all your adventures in life. And aren't there many to be had? Until the next time, from me, Peter Thomson. Goodbye for now.